Using the Ansoff Matrix. As a business, you have a lot of different strategic options when it comes to growth. Perhaps you're looking at expanding overseas, or developing new products, or maybe you're looking to introduce a new service to your existing clients. In this video, we'll take a look at using the Ansoff Matrix to generate some of these ideas, before looking at how you can score them to decide which will be most effective. To make the most of using the Ansoff Matrix, you should work as a team, away from any distractions, so you're able to focus on the business. The Ansoff Matrix is a 2x2 that aids the formation of strategic ideas, spanning existing markets and existing products, as well as new markets and new products. The 4 quadrants are market penetration, that looks at existing products for existing markets; product development, that looks at new products for existing markets; market development, which is new markets for the existing products; and finally diversification, that looks at new markets and new products. We'll start with market penetration. The market penetration strategy is about focusing on your existing business, your current product or service, and your current segmentation. If you're picking this strategy, then your objective is market share growth. You might look to expand current operations or acquire a direct competitor, for example. The market development strategy is taking your existing products or services into new marketplaces, both geographic or customers. For example, you might want to move from the UK and begin selling to the US. Or you might decide that your product or service would be fantastic for a completely different type of customer. The product development strategy is where a business decides to develop new products or services targeting their existing customer market. So what other products could you create that your current clients would want to use? Finally, arguably the trickiest of all 4 is the diversification strategy. This is where a business moves into a new market and creates a new product or service at the same time. There's more to get wrong with this strategy, but many examples of success. Wrigley started off selling soap, only moving into chewing gum when a free promotion proved gum was more popular than soap. Every idea you place into the Ansoff Matrix needs to have some detail behind it. For every strategic option, consider what the different attributes may be. For example, price, quality, customer service, specific features. Whatever the attributes are, make sure you keep them the same across the different options. Once you've developed your strategic options, it's time to consider which ones will power your growth. There are lots of ways to evaluate strategic options, but we're going to use something called the SFA Matrix, or SAFE analysis as it's also known. In this tool, every option is scored on suitability, feasibility, and acceptability. List out your different strategic options and begin to put a score out of 10 against each criteria. Suitability considers if a strategy will achieve the goals you have as a business. It's a really important question to ask because ultimately you are producing a strategy to hit certain objectives and goals. The ultimate question in suitability is, does the proposed strategy address the key opportunities and threats the organisation faces? Acceptability in SAFE analysis focuses on the views of the stakeholders. Stakeholder management is an important aspect of strategy, not least because you need to make sure everyone is positive and aligned. Acceptability looks at the areas of risk, return, and reactions. Finally, feasibility is really key because it essentially asks if the business is able to execute the strategic plan effectively. You may consider resources, skills, timing, market changes, access to finance and more when evaluating this part of SAFE analysis. Each strategic option is then given a score out of 30. This can give you insight into which are likely to be successful and the best routes to take for growth. The Ansoff Matrix is a commonly used framework that has proven to be valuable in helping companies diversify and grow for decades. We'll end on some advice from René Moulinar, a senior lecturer who includes Ansoff in his teaching. René says, Ansoff's product market matrix can be deceptively easy to apply at first sight. However, each quadrant or growth option needs to be considered carefully, given the potential significant number of ideas in each of them. and all with their own risk profile and suitability, acceptability and feasibility profile. Good luck with your Ansoff Matrix, and we hope it sparks strategic ideas and grounds your strategic decisions.